have the stick just in one hand to start, we're gonna be doing some marching to start, all right? One of my favorite ways to get a warm-up started, all right? And today, rather than using my phone, because the Face ID doesn't work, I'm going to use my stopwatch here. So we're gonna go ahead and do some marching here for 30 seconds. I'm gonna get us started here in 3, 2, and 1. All right, I'm just gonna hold my stick on the side for now in my one hand, all right? And I would like us to try to sync up our leg movement with our arm movement, all right? And we can really get those leg muscles going with trying to bring those knees up as high as we're comfortable, all right? There we go. 10 more seconds. We're gonna relax here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, so now our next exercise is gonna be one of the best upper body exercises, in my opinion. It's an anterior raise, all right? So I just wanna show you first, before we go to the upper body portion, I wanna show you all my lower body here, about hips and lower, all right? So I'm gonna get myself in about shoulder width stance, okay, about shoulder width right here. All right, and I'm gonna turn so you can see my hip angle here. I'd like the hip angle to be decreased, so I'm pushing my hips back, leaning forward slightly, and my knees are slightly bent, as always. All right, now with the stick in both hands, I'm just gonna raise up to shoulder height and back down, all right? Now the big caveat here for this one is we wanna make sure our hips stay in place, all right? We do not wanna let those hips come forward with the stick. All right, that's gonna force us to use our core muscles, all right, to keep us stable. We're gonna get 10 reps of this exercise together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Straight up to shoulder height and back down, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, so now here's for this next exercise, we're gonna wanna make sure that we have plenty of space around us. No, we're not gonna scuff our walls with this one. We're gonna do some halos, all right? So I'm gonna once again be in my comfortable stance that I just had for my anterior raise. We're gonna be in this position a lot today, all right? So my knees are slightly bent, hips are back. And what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make some big circles in front of me with my stick, all right? This is why we wanna have a lot of room so we don't hit the wall, all right? And I'm gonna get as big of a range of motion as I can, and we're gonna go in one direction to start. We're gonna go for 30 seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. I'm gonna try to ignore the end of my stopwatch coming toward my face while I move. I'm going clockwise to start from my perspective, all right? Really trying to reach those arms up, get the shoulders nice and loose. Check my time, got 10 seconds left. There we go, we're gonna relax here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. Now, after an exercise like that, I like to just let my shoulders dangle, maybe do a couple little shrugs here, you know, let them shake out a little. And then we're gonna go back to our halos. Now we're gonna go the other direction, whichever direction you were going before, which for me is counterclockwise now. All right, we're gonna do this for 30 seconds again here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. We wanna make sure we get both directions. We wanna be balanced in any way that we can. Balanced in direction here. There we go, about halfway through. There we go. We're gonna relax here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, now this next exercise was included in my warm-up from Monday, but I think it's really important. It's gonna be our standing torso twist. Now, we can lay the stick off to the side, we can hold it in one hand, or what I prefer to do when I have a stick involved is I like to place it on my shoulders. All right, I like to place it on my shoulders here. each way that you want to hold the stick is perfectly fine, as long as it's not hindering our torso movement, right? So I'm just going to twist my torso. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and start. Here we go. I'm going to wrap my stopwatch up in my hand so my stops whipping me in the shirt. There we go. Now again, just like last time, if you feel yourself getting dizzy from this movement, you can focus on a stationary point out in front of you, which for me is my kitchen faucet, right in my kitchen. There we go. Ooh, we're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, we're gonna continue with the upper body here. All right, this next one's gonna be a standing chest press. So we're gonna get into that same sort of athletic type position that we were in for the anterior raise, with the knees bent, the hips bent and back a little bit, with our torso leaning forward. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start with the stick near my chest. All right, I'm just gonna press straight out and back in. All right, we're gonna do this for 10 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All righty. Now, we just got a pushing movement with the upper body. I now want to balance that out with a pulling movement, all right, in the same direction. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to tilt my camera a little bit here, all right, and I'm going to get in that same position we've been in this whole time, all right, with the knees and hips bent. And I'm going to start with my stick at about mid-thigh, all right. Hopefully you all can see that, about mid-thigh right here. And if you want to look at me from this angle, my hands are gripping it just wide enough so that my thumbs are kind of grazing the outsides of my thighs here. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the stick up to my rib cage. All right, maybe I'll change the angle for that. I'm going to pull it up to my rib cage here, and then I'm going to let it back down to that starting position at about the middle of my thigh, approximately. All right, so again, I'll show you this angle here. The stick starts here, and then I'm going to pull it up to my rib cage so that it's right here. All right, and now really important, when we go to pull up, all right, we want to drive our elbows back behind us and pinch our shoulder blades together. All right, that's how we're going to get the most benefit out of this exercise here. All right, so just like before, we're going to get 10 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. All right, ready? 1, gonna come up, pinch the shoulders, and back down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. All right, so we got our push and our pull. Now, I would actually like us to get back into the exact same starting position that we were just in with the row, okay? So I'm in with my knees and hips bent. The stick is at about the middle of my thigh. Hopefully you all can see that. All right, and now, rather than pull it up, what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna let the stick slide down my leg to about middle of the shin if you can. If you can get low or below the knee joint here, that's also helpful as well, all right? So this exercise is our RDL, or Romanian deadlift, okay? So we're just gonna be sliding that stick down past the knees to about middle of the shin if you can, and then we're gonna come straight back up. So if you can see my upper body, it'd be helpful too, all right? So I'm letting the stick slide down, and we want to make sure that our backs are straight. All right, it's very important that we're keeping our backs straight. Now, it's not going to be as straight as our stick here. There's going to be curves, all right, but you want to make sure that it's curving in, all right, rather than curving out, all right? When we let our back in this position is when we tend to see most of our lower back injuries, all right? So we want to make sure we're keeping it straight or curved in slightly here. Okay, And we're gonna do that as we're letting the stick slide down our legs, okay? We're gonna get 10 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Sliding the stick down my legs here, getting about middle of the shin, and back up, that's 1. All right, going back down and back up, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can really feel that in my hamstrings right now. And 10. Very nice. All right. Now, for this next one, we're actually going to be down on the floor here. All right. So hopefully we have a mat of some kind. All right. Or maybe we got some comfy carpet. Joan, I see you're outside, so I hope you're not on cement or anything like that. All right. And I'm going to try to change my angle here so y'all can see me. All righty. Go ahead and get comfortable. Now, this one is going to be our canoeing exercise, all right? And some people from the morning classes might remember that one. All right, this is our canoeing. It's very similar to the Russian twist. So we can choose to have our feet on the ground, or we can have them up in the air. That is totally your choice. But what I'm going to do with my stick here is I'm going to hold it out, hopefully not hitting my kitchen table or my bookshelf. And I'm going to just gently touch the ground on either side of me in an alternating fashion. All right. And I'm going to kind of use some imagery here. So I want us to imagine maybe we're in a canoe or a kayak, and we're going down the river in the Rocky Mountains, and there's trees on either side of us. Maybe we see some birds flying around us, you know, hear them chirping in the trees. All right, and we're gonna do this exercise for 30 seconds here together. I'm gonna start the timer here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and start. All right, I'm choosing to have my feet off the floor. You can have them on the floor if you'd like. And I'm just gently dragging my stick on the ground. Not too much, because I got hardwood floors in here. And I'm looking at the trees as we're going through the river. There we go. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Go ahead and relax. So that concludes our warm-up. All right. Now we're going to move into our first hyperset, and we're actually going to stay here on the ground for this first hyperset because I want to minimize the amount of times that we're standing up and then getting back down and then standing up and vice versa. All right. So we're going to need our weight for one of these exercises, all right? And then we won't need anything else for the other, okay? So for those of you who may not remember what a superset is, it's 2 exercises basically done right after the other so that one muscle group is working while the other rests, and we're hoping to make our sessions more efficient that way. All right, so our first exercise is going to be lying on the mat here on our backs. And essentially, I'm going to have my legs up in the air like this, okay? And I'm going to place my hands on my knees, all right? Hands on my knees here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to push my knees up to my chest, but my hands are going to resist it, all right? This exercise, I call it lying knee fighting, all right? You're fighting the movement of your knees here, all right? So I'm just pushing against my hands as hard as I can. I'm feeling this in the front of my thighs, and I'm even feeling it in the front of my hips, and even your arms and shoulders are going to be working here too because they are also fighting the movement of the legs, all right? So we're going to hold that one for 30 seconds when we do that. The other exercise that we're going to be doing with this is our Russian twist, all right? So I'll just explain that one here right now. We'll have our weight. If you'd like to have one, we can choose to have our feet up in the air, or we can have them on the ground. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just lightly tap either side of the floor on either side of me. All right. And we're going to do those Russian twists for time. rather than for number of reps. And the reason why is because I would like for you to try going at your own pace with those reps, meaning that I want you to go as slow as you can, all right, touching the ground. And in this way, we're not only using the weight for resistance, but we're fighting gravity as well, all right? When we move as slow as we can toward the ground, we're fighting gravity, all right? And that's gonna really help increase the resistance. So first exercise here is the lying knee extension. We're gonna do that for 30 seconds. All right, we're gonna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready, go. Really push those knees into those hands. I'm feeling this in the quadriceps already, starting to feel it in my shoulders. Just hold that position. Don't let those knees come up any higher. 10 seconds left. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, so now we're gonna let our lower body rest. We're now gonna go to the Russian twist. All right, remember we can have the feet on the floor or in the air. All right, I'm just gonna lightly touch the floor on either side of me, going at my own pace. We're gonna go for 30 seconds here. All right, I'm gonna start the timer in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Lightly touch the floor. Go as slow as you can. Fight gravity. Don't let gravity just pull the weight down. Just touch the floor lightly and then go up for the next one. Touch that floor real lightly. One way to help you gauge how light your touches are, you should not be able to hear the sound of the weight touching the ground. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All righty, we can put the weight off to the side. We're gonna go back to our lying position here for knee fighting. All right, hopefully our lower body is a little more rested. We're gonna go ahead and start our knee fighting here in 3, 2, and 1. Got the timer started, there we go. Really pushing those knees into the hands. There we go. Now, I should have said this on the first set, but I want to make sure that you all are breathing here with our isometric exercise. That's what this is here. All right, so I'm breathing in through my nose and out through my mouth. All right, we're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, I'll give you all a couple seconds here to get situated for our Russian twist. All right. Let me grab my weight. Got my stopwatch. We're gonna go for 30 seconds once again here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Lightly touch that floor. Shouldn't hear the sound of the weight touching the ground. Nice and slow. A lot of people, when they do Russian twist, they just go boom, 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 boom for however many reps they want to do. All right, and that's fine. But when we add the gravity component, we make it a little tougher. All right, and we just help ourselves get a little stronger that way. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, so last Monday we did 2 sets of each exercise in the superset. Today I'd like to bump that up to 3. All right, that worked pretty well in the 9 a.m. class. I see Jones shaking her head. All right, but I would like us to add a 3rd set here. All right, so we're going to go to our lying knee fighting. All right, for the last time in this session. So let's go ahead and get in position. I got my handy dandy stopwatch here. Go ahead and place the hands. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Really fight those knees. All right. Oh, I'm feeling that in my shoulders already. Good thing we got those loosened up. Really pushing on those knees. Let's remember to breathe. That's very important. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Want to avoid that increase in blood pressure by breathing. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very good. All right, now let's even this out. We'll get our last set of Russian twist in here. 30 more seconds. All right, I'm gonna grab my weight, get situated on my mat. All right, here's our last set. I'm gonna get us started on the timer here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. There we go. I'm gonna go with my feet off the floor here. This time, lightly touch that floor. Oh man, I'm gonna need to turn the fan on. I'm getting sweaty. Still got about 10 seconds left. Here we go. We're gonna relax in 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Very good. You can relax. That is the first superset down. All right, and now I'm gonna come up off of the mat. I'm gonna be standing for these next 2 exercises. All right, and we're gonna need our weights once again for the anterior raise, which is gonna be the first exercise here. And the next exercise is a calf raise. So if you'd like to have a chair in close proximity, or maybe a wall or a heavy piece of furniture, if you'd like to have something helping you keep you stable, that would be helpful. All right. So, now the anterior raise is pretty, doesn't have a lot of steps. Let me figure out here my angle. There we go. I think that's pretty good. So we're going to be in that same kind of athletic type position from the warm-up, with our knees bent, our hips back a little bit, and we're leaning forward. What I'm going to do with my 2 weights here, which I just took off my weight bench, all right, I'm just going to lift my arms up to shoulder height and back down. All right, now depending on the type of weight that you have, if you have a bar, all right, or something that maybe you just have one weight or something like that, that's longer, go ahead and do 2 arms together. If you have 2 single weights like I do, you can also do 1 arm at a time if you would like. I'm gonna leave that up to you and whatever situation you have there at home. All right, but either way, we're gonna be doing 10 reps together. All right, 10 reps together here. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Straight up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. I'm glad I only used 10 because these weights are kind of hard to hold for me. There we go. I'm gonna set those off to the side here. Now, if you'd like to keep the weight for the calf raise, you can. It's gonna, holding them at your sides is gonna add a little extra resistance. But essentially, I'm gonna go to my chair here just in case I want some extra support, and hopefully you all can see my feet maybe. All right, and basically for my calf raise, I'm just gonna push myself up onto my tiptoes and back down. All right, we can do that with the chair, without the chair, or I can hold my weights at my side. Now, it's not gonna make it super difficult to have the weights here, but it is gonna be a little extra resistance to help us work this very important muscle group. All right, so let's go ahead and get 10 reps of our calf raise here together. We're gonna get started in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Straight up and back down. That's 1, 2, lost my balance, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right. So I'm going to change my angle, and I'm probably going to leave it at this angle for the last 2 sets of this exercise, or the superset, sorry. All right, I'm gonna go back to my anterior raise. All right, now one thing I should have said on the last set is to keep the hips still. All right, we don't want those hips to move with the hands or with the arms, all right? We're gonna get 10 more reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, and 10. All right, so now I'm gonna shift the weights to my sides here, or you can put them down if you want. We're gonna go right into our calf raise for 10 reps together here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, so go ahead and get ready for our anterior raise. I'm going to get myself in position with my knees and hips bent. All right, keep my hips in place. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Up and back down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, last set on our calf raises here. All right, and we're moving on to the next superset. We're going to get 10 more reps here in 3, 2, 1. Ready? Up and down. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All righty, so I'm gonna go ahead and shake my shoulders out a little bit, okay? We're still gonna need our weights for this next superset. All right, but I'm just gonna kind of get this chair out of my way here. Now we're gonna go back to 2 exercises that we did in our warm-up, all right? Because our warm-up is mimicking our workout, all right? We wanna do that as much as possible. So the superset is gonna include our standing row and our RDL, all right, or Romanian deadlift. So I like pairing these two together because they essentially have the exact same starting position, all right? So I'll change my camera angle here for us, all right? So you can see my lower body. I got my weights right here. So we're gonna have our knees bent, our hips back with a forward lean of our torso, all right, just like before. And the weights are gonna start at about mid-thigh, all right, approximately mid-thigh, all right? For the standing row, all right, I'll change my angle one more time. For the standing row, from this position, we're gonna pull up and pinch the shoulders back behind us, driving our elbows back behind our back there, and then back down to the starting position, all right? For the RDL, gotta change my angle again. For the RDL, we're gonna be at mid-thigh to start, and now I'm just gonna slide it down past my knees to about mid-shin, and then back up, all right? Making sure to keep our back nice and straight every time. All right, so we're gonna do those 2 exercises together in a superset format. I'd like to start with the standing row, all right? So I got both my weights in my hands. And I guess one more thing I'll say here, for the grip on the weight, it depends on what the weights you have are. But for me, I like to start with my hands facing toward my thigh, and then as I come up, I like to twist my hands so that my palms are facing each other. All right, now that's totally up to you. You do whatever is most comfortable. I just know that some people do have some questions about that. All right, we're gonna do our standing row here for 10 reps together in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pull up, drive those elbows back and pinch the shoulders. Come back down. That's 1. Ready? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. All right, so same starting position as we were in for our row. We're now going to go into our RDL. So I'm going to slide that weight down my legs and back up. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Slide the weight down the legs, about mid-shin, keeping the back straight, and back up. That's 1. All right, here we go. Ready? 2, 3. I'm really feeling that in my hamstrings already. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Really make sure we're keeping that back straight. 9, last one, and 10. There we go. I really miss having us all in the clinic so I can see our technique, how we're doing. So I'm just kind of hoping that we're doing it correctly with keeping the back straight. All right, we're going to go right back into the standing row here. Okay, so I'm going to get back in my starting position. I'm actually going to do this facing you guys this time. All right, I'm going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pull up and back down. That's 1, 2. Really drive those elbows back. 3, pinching those shoulders at the top. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, we're halfway through this last superset. Let's go into our RDL. So back in the starting position. All right, we're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Sliding that weight down and back up. Keep that back straight. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very nice. All right, let me check the time here just to see how we're doing. We're doing great. All right, we got one more set of each exercise in this superset here. All right, so we're going to go back to the standing row one final time. All right, getting in position here. I'm going to get started with 10 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? Pull back, pinch the shoulders, and back down. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, last time on our RDL here. All right, getting in my starting position. Last 10 reps here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. All right, I'm going to go ahead and set my weight down. We should not need those the rest of the session here. We're going to get started with our cool down now. We're going to start off standing here for this cool down. All right. And our first exercise is going to be a standing groin stretch. So hopefully I got that in position. I'm going to kick my stick off to the side. All right, so for our standing groin stretch, well, I'm going to set the timer for a minute. And the reason why I'm doing a whole minute is because I want you to do this one at your own pace here as well, similar to a couple exercises in the beginning of the workout. So I'm gonna get a nice wide stance here. Hopefully y'all can see, okay? And I'm just gonna lean to one side. So one leg here is lengthening, one is shortening. So this one here is stretching, and this one's now taking the brunt of my body weight, all right? Now, I would like for you to switch legs at your own pace, because the leg that's bearing your body weight may start to become fatigued, and we don't want to have that as much in the cool down, right? We're trying to bring our heart rate down, okay? So I'm going to start this timer for 1 minute. Go ahead and switch legs at your own pace, getting a nice stretch on each one, all right? I'm going to get us started here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Now let's remember to breathe here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. All right, getting a nice stretch at your own pace. If you'd rather have a chair or a wall in front of you helping you out with your stability, by all means, go ahead and do that. I probably should have said that at the beginning. Still got about 30 seconds left. Just going at your own pace. If you get a little more of a forward lean here, you're going to feel a little more hamstring stretch in there as well, along with the inner thigh. There we go. And you want to hold it for a little while when you go from one side to the other, because you want this to be more static than dynamic. All right, we got 10 seconds. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All righty. So for this one, we're going to want a wall or a chair in front of us, all right, or a heavy piece of furniture. It's just going to be our calf stretch like we do on the wall on the clinic, all right? So I'm going to use the back of my chair here to be my support, and I'll use this leg actually. I'm just going to get one leg back behind me, and I'm just going to keep the back heel of that back leg flat on the floor. All right, if we lose contact with the floor with that heel, we're going to lose the stretch. All right, so we really want to make sure we're keeping that heel there. I would like us to stretch each leg here for 30 seconds. All right, I'm going to start our timer here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Now, just like always, we want to be maintaining our posture. All right, pinching the shoulders back, keeping a nice big shirt. All right, and let's also maintain our breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Very, very important. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's relax and then switch legs. So I did my left leg first. I'm going to do my right leg now. We're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Maintain that breathing. You don't have to breathe in and out as loudly as I do. I just like to do it I like to exaggerate to remind you all to do it as well. All right, we're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right, now I like to move up to a couple upper body stretches, so I'm going to change my angle again. All right, so my first stretch is going to be the arm reach across. All right, so before we do any reaching across, though, I'd like for us to pinch the shoulder back slightly, all right, and then we reach across and pull with the other arm. All right, that way we're not just stretching the front side of our shoulder, we're also getting the back. All right, we're going to do this for 30 seconds together here in 3, 2, and 1. All right, so keeping that shoulder pinched while we pull, getting both sides of the shoulder here. All right, and we're also keeping that shoulder in a nice safe position. All right, those shoulders being pinched back really help the rotator cuff keep the head of your shoulder in place. All right, that ball and socket joint. All right, we're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get the other side because we want to be balanced. I'm going to pinch the shoulder back behind me, Then I'm gonna reach across, all right, for 30 more seconds here in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Just like always, we're maintaining our breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're keeping our nice posture, all right? We're not standing here like this. All right, we're staying up nice and tall. All right, even just doing that kind of irritated my back. I'm not gonna do that again. There we go. 10 more seconds. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Awesome. So this one's gonna target the shoulders mostly as well. And this is actually an assessment that we have the interns do on the clients when they get started. And it's gonna be our back scratch test. All right, so we're gonna do both sides of the body, so both shoulders. And how I'm gonna do this, if I wanna stretch my right shoulder, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring it up and over to my back with the palm touching my back. And then I'm gonna bring the other hand down and under, over, so that the back of my hand is facing my back. And I'm just gonna try to touch my fingertips, all right? So if your fingertips don't touch, that's okay. That just means you got room to improve, which means we can keep doing this one, all right? So I'm gonna hold this one for only 20 seconds, all right, rather than 30, all right? We're gonna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. All right, try and touch those fingertips. This is really gonna be a good indicator of our shoulder flexibility, and it's also going to help improve that flexibility. So it's one of those instances where the test actually improves it as well. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now I wanna do the left shoulder, so I'm gonna bring the left shoulder, the left arm up and over so the palm is on the back. And I'm gonna bring the right hand up and under, all right? So my fingertips are touching and the back of my hand is on the back here, okay? We're gonna hold this one for 20 seconds as well. I'm gonna get this started here in 3, 2, and 1. Let's make sure that we're maintaining our breathing, all right? Staying up nice and tall. This one's gonna force you to use your back muscles to keep good posture as well. Check my time. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, now I would like for us to go down to the ground here onto our mats or your carpet or whatever you got there at home. All right, I'm gonna move my laptop around. Hopefully y'all can see me here. Here we go. Perfect. All right, so this one is gonna be our seated single leg hamstring stretch. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna be sitting up nice and tall and I'm gonna extend one leg out, all right, which in this case is my left leg out here, all right? And the other leg I'm gonna bend and I'm gonna place the sole of my shoe on the inside of my extended leg, all right? Now, since this is my left leg, I'd like you to reach with the opposite hand. So I got my left leg out, I'm gonna reach with my right hand, all right? And I'm gonna keep my posture. If I neglect my posture, I can easily slap the middle of my sole of my shoe, all right? But if I maintain my posture, I can't get as far, but I'm still keeping my back safe, all right? So I don't wanna sacrifice that posture just for extra distance, okay? Where'd my stopwatch go? Here it is, all right? We're gonna do each leg here for 30 seconds. I'm gonna start this timer here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and start. Trying to sit up as tall as possible, keeping that big shirt and pinching the shoulders back. And let's also remember to breathe. Ten more seconds. We're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, let's go ahead and get the other side here. So now my right leg is extended, my left leg is bent with the sole of the shoe against my right leg. I'm once again gonna reach now with my left hand, because I wanna be opposite here. All right, we're gonna go for 30 seconds in 3, 2, and 1. Ready? There we go. Try to sit up nice and tall. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, now I've got a couple things that I want to do, and we're going to do those lying down on our back here. All right, and we got plenty of time to do this. So we're going to go to the whole body stretch, the one that we ended with on Monday. All right, my absolute favorite cool down stretch. So I'm going to be just lying on my back here. All 4 limbs are going to be stretched out in each direction. All right. And I can't remember if it was this class or if it was the 9 a.m. last time, but I was able to get to some progressive muscle relaxation on Monday, and I was able to get to that in the 9 a.m. today. I would like to do that some more here. So the way that we do that is we relax on the ground in our whole body stretch like we are right now, and I'm basically just going to have you flex certain muscle groups and then relax them. All right, and the first one I like to do is the group of muscles in the face and in the neck. All right, and you might be thinking, you know, how do you flex those muscles? Well, the way that I flex them is I scrunch my face up. All right, so I'm kind of like I just ate something really sour, or I smell something that stinks, you know. I'm just going to scrunch up my face really hard and feel the tension there. All right, we're not going to go quite yet. I got to find my timer. Here it is. All right, so we're gonna try to hold those the tension, the flexing of the muscles for about 10 seconds each time. All right, we want to maintain our breathing while we're doing that as well. So we're gonna scrunch the face up here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Remember to breathe, scrunch up that face, squinting the eyes, scrunching up the cheeks and the chin and the neck. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very good. Now I want you to take note of the difference between the feeling of tension and the feeling of relaxation, all right, when you relax, all right? Now the next muscle group that we are going to do, that we're going to flex, is the muscles of the upper of the arms, the upper extremity. All right, so we're going to clench the fists, we're going to flex the forearms, the biceps, the triceps, and the shoulders if you can. All right, we're going to go ahead and do that here in 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead. Remember to breathe. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. All right, just let yourself kind of lay there a little while. Try to imagine your body melting like an ice cream cone out there in the heat, kind of into the ground, into the mat, or into your carpet, wherever you happen to be laying down. Continue to breathe. Might be better that we're doing this at home. I don't have to yell the word relax at you now over the voices of other people walking in. I can just say it normally. It's not very relaxing when I have to yell the word relax. Now the next muscle group I want to focus on is the muscles of the torso. So we're talking the chest, we're talking the abdomen, all right, maybe even those middle back muscles, all right? And here's where it's going to be really important to remember to breathe, all right? We want to continue to breathe here with this one. As always, we're going to get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Keep breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. We're doing great on time. Everything's nice and relaxed. Just keep breathing and letting that body melt into the ground. Now, typically, when we move on to the lower body, I like to split upper leg and lower leg. Today, for the sake of time, we're going to combine the two. So I would like for you to now try to flex all of the muscles in your lower body. So your glute muscles, your hamstrings and quadriceps and your thigh, your lower leg muscles. Something that really helps me with my lower leg muscles is to try to pull my toes up to my nose and try to kind of splay the toes out in each direction. Really gonna try to get some tension in those muscles throughout the whole body. All right, we're gonna get started here in 3, 2, and 1. Every muscle in the lower body that you can. Remember to breathe. We're going to relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let the body melt into the ground and just keep on breathing. We're doing a great job so far. Now for our last round here, I would like for you all to try to flex every muscle in your body that you can. So we're going from head to toe, scrunching the face, clenching the fists. We're squeezing the abdomen, pulling the toes up to the nose, everything you can to get every muscle you can think of to flex, all right? We're gonna do this here in 3, 2, and 1. Please remember to breathe with this one as well. And we're gonna relax here in 3, 2, and 1. Just let yourselves kind of lay there and breathe. I'm gonna let you relax for another 30 seconds. You can continue your whole body stretch if you'd like, getting all 4 of those limbs out in each direction. Continuing to breathe. For about 15 more seconds. We're gonna relax here in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and relax. Now that's all I have for you for today. Thank you all so much for participating.